Hey, what's going on guys, KillaQas, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing how to run dungeons faster. So let's get right into it. So first thing you want to do is work on your Great Hall. Crit damage on the champions that you use is really great because it helps clear the waves faster. So I definitely focus on crit damage as well as accuracy. Accuracy is really great because it allows your debuffers to apply their debuffs and do what they need to do. So definitely work on your arena. The next thing we can do is gear. I'll show you guys how I gear my guys. So I always run Arbiter. Arbiter can definitely be replaced with Gorgoreb or Apothecary. It's just a support character, anyone who has a res. I definitely recommend Gorgoreb or Arbiter. You can also run it without a support, but I like the safety and it doesn't make the time much different. So anyways, I build her with a shield set and I want to make her pretty fast. So I'll show you guys the stats here. 265 speed can definitely be a lot faster, but anything over 200 is good, especially to start out with. And then 58k health, not too bad. Can definitely be higher, but these are the stats I'm running. And for Masteries, you want War Master, and Masteries are as follows. So that covers the support role. The next one is your AoE decreased defense champion. So for example, Zargala can fit that role. Even with gear like this, I have her doing a good job. You want it 200 accuracy at least. I would say around 200% crit damage, 100% crit rate, ideally. Speed, ideally over 200, but this is what I have right now. But she's not the one I use primarily. And for Masteries, this is what I'm running. You guys can take a screenshot or whatever you guys want to do. My primary decreased defense guy I'm using right now is actually Fireknight. I have him with these kind of stats right here. So stats are as follows. The important ones are speed, close to 200 if you can, 100% crit rate if you can, and then 200 minimum crit damage, and then 200 minimum debuff accuracy. So you're sensing a theme here. 200 is like the magic number, and then 100% crit rate on your guys if possible. The reason why we want 200 is that with 200 speed, you go twice before the enemies go once. And 200 accuracy is what I found to not resist. When you resist, it messes up your run. Masteries are as follows. So we've covered the support role, the decreased defense role. Now let's cover the enemy max HP / nuke role. So I run Royal Guard for most of the dungeons. I'll show you guys the variations as I get along with it. Again, 100%, 200. Debuff accuracy doesn't really matter. You want them to apply the decreased defense, but you can definitely get away with a lot lower than this. Like I've seen people run it with like 100 accuracy. It doesn't really matter. You can definitely run it a lot lower than this. Speed doesn't matter too much. Just get it above 150. You don't want to be too slow. Obviously, the more speed, the better. Just make him slower than your decreased defense guy. So I have 164. My other decreased defense guys are faster than this guy. Masteries are as follows. I want to get flawless execution. And Evil Eye is great for speed runs because it decreases the turn meter when the user basic. And then I bring along another nuker. That can be another Royal Guard or anything you have that does AoE champion. You can run Kale. I'll show you guys my Kale. Same stats as I mentioned. 200 speed. And just obviously the crit rate is a little bit low, but that's fine because Acid Rain has a 15% extra chance of inflicting critical hit. That helps out a lot. Similar style of Masteries there. So you guys are definitely sensing a theme here. And then for the last role we run depends on the dungeon. It can be another support for Ice Golem, such as Miscreated Monster, Apothecary, Valkyrie, etc. Or it could be yet another damage dealer or a single target specialist, such as Septimus. Cold Heart as well is a good one. I just pulled her yesterday, so she's not ready yet. But yeah, just showing you guys for example. All right. That's enough of the explanation. Let's get right into it and show you guys what I'm talking about when we put the plan in action. All right, first dungeon we're going to be discussing is Dragon's Lair. So my best time is 1 minute 144, not too shabby. Anything under 2 minutes is good, especially a full auto. Could probably get it faster, but we'll see what happens. So the team I like to run for Dragon 20 is 2 Royal Guards. They have great wave clear, and they have great single target damage on the boss. Arbiter there for the support. Zargala there for decreased defense, and then Big Un for the nuker, and he also has the stuns. Stuns are really great in this as well. So let's get right into it. Arbiter buffs. Ideally, I'd want Big Un slower, but this works just as well. They all die. 11 seconds the first wave. I've seen this done with Renegade as a support. Prince Kymar, if you guys have him, he's great. I don't have him yet, unfortunately. He resets the cooldowns. Seer can also work here. But this is just the team I run. If you follow the formula I mentioned to create a team, you can always get it done. Have a decreased defense guy. Two or three, depends on the fight, really great AoE champions, as well as great single target damage. Enemy max HP or poisoners work really well here. But I opt to use this team right here. You don't need it to run a support if you guys have enough control. But I just like the safety. Sometimes things go wrong, right? So in a minute, we're at the dragon. Now, Royal Guards will not use their takedown ability unless decreased defense is down. So that's perfect that we got it right there. Double takedown, that's perfect. So the boss is already at half health. This should be a quick run. There's a lot of substitutions, but this is the team that I run for what I have to work with. One more takedown should do it. There's also a dragon tournament going on right now, so if this guy helps you out, that'd be perfect. You can get faster runs. And for the longest time, I never had Royal Guard or Cold Heart or anything like that. So you can definitely run this with poisoners for sure. Not too shabby. That's a pretty quick run. 144 is my best. There's a little bit of RNG. I think one of the Royal Guards didn't crit there for some reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, so 2 minutes. Pretty great for Dragon. I'll show you guys next dungeon. So Ice Golem Peak. Ice Golem Peak actually had major changes. Actually, your champions will do their AoE attacks even when the ads are alive, the two guys on the side. So that's really good for speedrunning, but it's also really dangerous. So again, about 2 minute run here. And I'll show you guys. This is the team I'm running right now. It's very scary, very risky. It's like in your face, super fast. In Dragon's Lair, it's all about damage. But in Ice Golem, you do want a little bit of support, a little bit of defense, something to keep you alive. Big Un won't provide that, but he'll have AoE damage. Stagnate has decreased attack. I highly recommend for doing speedruns for Ice Golem, have someone with decreased attack. This guy has decreased attack, defense all in one, so that's perfect. Arbiter can bring you guys back up to life. These guys will take care of the trash. And Big Un can provide great AoE damage. You can also replace him with Miscreated Monster. You can replace him with Captain Tamila if you have her. You can replace him with Valkyrie is also good. I'm going to try this. If this is too risky, my guys are dying, then I will definitely bring in Miscreated Monster. And another thing to look at when you're doing these speedruns is look at the affinity here. He is a spirit affinity. So you want to use champions that are the magic affinity. Void obviously is good in everything, or neutral affinity. The reason why you can't use Zargala here is that being a weak affinity, sometimes she'll get weak hits and she'll be resisted, and she'll get hit much harder as well. And that's another reason why in Dragon, it's a blue affinity, I cannot use Stagnite, which, yeah, that's why I'm using him. Anyways, let's get right into the run. Yeah, the new changes for Ice Golem are sweet. Before, Stagnite wouldn't do his A2 when the ads were alive, but now he does. So this is perfect. I believe we have one more takedown, right? Stagnite hits like a truck. Yeah, we do. That's perfect. So we are definitely going to avoid the reflect damage, the super annoying mechanic here that these guys do. So that's going to be really good. Perfect. 40 seconds, we're on to the boss. So I'll show you guys what I'm... See, now he applied that A2. Before he didn't do that. Decrease attack on the main boss and decrease defense. So this hit won't do too much. He does less damage when the ads are dead. So having them dead is great, obviously. We lost Stagnate here, but we'll bring him back to life. So that was too fast and too furious. Let's run we're going to jump right into the boss, but we're going to fix things up. This is good. I could have easily cut this out, but I want to show you guys this. I want to show you guys this loss because it kind of shows you my mindset of how I go about building teams and what I can change to make it faster. When you can go too fast, but you also have to have some defense as well. So the easy fix, like I said, is we're going to replace Big Gun with Masquerade Monster, and we're going to jump right back into the boss. All right, so we're back at the boss. We have Masquerade Monster now. Things should be much smoother with the increased protection that we get. Especially with the changes they made to the Ice Golem, you definitely need to be more tanky. You need someone to place decreased attack for sure. There we go, that's perfect. And someone to bring your team back to life. And extra shields are always nice. So we're at minute 21, not too shabby. Everything's under control now. We just need decreased defense. I don't know why it was resisted. I guess there's a 5% chance for him to miss that, to not place that. There we go, decreased defense is up now. Fireknight is also really great because he places a decreased speed, as well as decreased attack and defense all in one move that doesn't attack. Masteries does that too, but she doesn't attack, and I don't have her to. So we have decreased attack on everyone, that's perfect. So this is going to be a pretty quick run if we survive. Let's see, hopefully we survive. The new Ice Golem is like really scary. It's like Fast and Furious. There we go, 212. So that's a pretty good time run. My best time's 208. So again, for Ice Golem, 2 guys to do AoE damage, 1 guy to decrease attack, decrease defense. If you don't have Fireknight or Madame Cerise, you can use Tyrell. He also has a decreased attack on his basic. Jarek, there's a lot of guys that have that in their kit. Arbiter, like I said, Gorgorep can replace her. Masquerade Monster, you can run Valkyrie, you can run Maneater, if you can run Vergus, you can run Steel Skull, Skull Crusher, etc., etc. There's a lot of options. Captain Tamila works as well. Anyways, I digress. Now let's move on over to the last dungeon. It'll be Fireknight's Castle. Fireknight's Castle, I like it. I'm also at a 2-minute best time. I like it because it's very straightforward. Like, there's not really RNG for me. I don't know about you guys, but I really don't have RNG when I run it like this. So the goal for Fireknight is to have a lure. If you want to go really fast, you can also run double Cold Heart. I don't have Cold Heart. I only have 1, and this is not ready yet. Anyways, the team I run is Septimus, massive single target damage. Also doesn't do too bad on the waves because he keeps going with his A1. So anyone with high single target damage, unfortunately, you cannot use Whirligard here because affinity is bad. Arbiter, I have it here for the support, increased speed. You definitely don't even need an Arbiter. Like, you don't need her at all. But I just use her just because, like, 2-minute clears are not too bad anyways. I run Ethos because he has great AoE damage. And then again, Fireknight works here because decreased defense. And he hits really hard. And he has decreased speed, so he's really, really good for Fireknight. Anyways, let's get into it. So we get a buff, decreased defense up, AoE. See, 76,000 damage, that's crazy. I know not a lot of people run Septimus here, but I think he's really good here. And when he does his A1, it resets the cooldown on his A2 if he gets the kill. So that's also good, and he gets to go again. So 24 seconds, first wave's clear. You can also run Seer here. If you have Mausoleum Mage with a shield set, it allows her to use her. It allows Seer to use her Karma Burn right away. So that's also really good strategy. You can nuke down the first 2 waves. If you have someone like Prince Kaimar or Renegade reset her cooldowns, that's good. I don't like using Seer. I don't know why, I just don't. And I don't have Prince Kaimar. I have Renegade, but she's not really built. I feel like it's a waste of a slot. Plus, I kill things fast enough with my Ethos and my Septimus. But definitely the theme here is that there's a lot of variations, there's a lot of different teams you can run. This is just like the showcasing showing what I put together and in action. So a minute 20, we're at the boss here. We're going to get the shield down, and he's not going to take a turn, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, we got decreased defense on him. Stagnate will get decreased speed on him, and then he won't take a turn at all. Yeah, decrease. Yeah, it's over. So this is going to be, I don't know. I like Fireknight because I find less RNG. Ice Golem is so much RNG because just the way that the fight works now, like you can have one Ice Golem with one ad with a little sliver of health now, and he'll do so much damage because you guys are constantly AoEing if you want to do it fast. But with Fireknight, there's not really RNG. It just, you go in there and you win, in my opinion. In my experience. So we are approaching 2 minutes. 2:15 clear. That's pretty fast. 2 minutes my best time. The way this could go faster is if I replace my Arbiter with someone. But I just find sometimes my Allure dies. If I have my guys like properly speed tuned, like 200 speed, then I won't need an Arbiter in my team. Again, Arbiter can replace with Apothecary or Gorgoreb. But yeah, that's the team I run. This is how I do things. I got all 3 dungeons at around 2 minute clear times. Definitely some people could go faster if they have better artifacts than me, if they have better champions than me. But this is just like, this is like a realistic way to do all these dungeons. Ice Golem 20, Dragons 20, and Fireknight 20 in at around 2 minutes. 2 minutes or less. So yeah, that about wraps things up for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and don't forget to smash the like button. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.